Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? This is my Africa show and I am Tagabelai. I am at Highest Regency, which we will be attending this event that celebrates the 120th year relation between our country Ethiopia and US. As we all know, we Africans and also we Ethiopians have had different and very strong relation with different countries all over the world. And US and Ethiopia is a very good example. In this event, there are different photographs that will take us back in time and remember what kind of relation US and Ethiopia had. And I hope you guys will have a good time with us. Stay with us until the end of the show.
As we celebrate what has been an amazing photographic journey of our history, but also a journey for these photos. Because it was just on May 8th of this year that Ambassador Masinga opened this display of pictures of our history at the, alongside with the State Minister for Tourism. They opened that display at the National Museum in Addis Ababa, as you just heard about. But that wasn't the only stop that these photos have made. This is actually the third stop on a rotating tour of Addis to highlight 120 years of diplomatic relations between the United States and Ethiopia. 120 years is a very, very long time. And when we think back to our biggest bilateral partners around the world, particularly here on the African continent, those that spring to mind first are countries like Ethiopia, where it was just in 1903 that Representative Robert Skinner from the United States, along with Emperor Menelik II, I knew it would come, my history is here, they signed a commerce agreement. And it was that commerce agreement that began the official relationship between the United States and Ethiopia. And that relationship has endured many ups and downs, has endured some of the greatest tragedies that our world has faced, including in World War II. And we came out of that stronger partners, as you already spoke about, sir. And we will continue to work together. But I invite you today to take a journey through those 120 years of history, beginning with 1903 with that agreement on the commerce, all the way around, and find at the end the most recent picture, which is from 2023, when Secretary of State Blinken was here on an official visit. And he was visiting some of our USAID projects and celebrating that collaboration and that cooperation and our commitment to our bilateral relationship and the development of Ethiopia from the United States people to the people of Ethiopia. So my name is Wendy Green. I am the Chargé d'Affaires of the U.S. Embassy here in Ethiopia. We have an ambassador, Ambassador Masinga, and he's currently out of the country. So when he's out of town, I step in as the deputy ambassador. I step into the role of ambassador. And so today, it's been my absolute pleasure to welcome this group of people here to the Hyatt, where we are displaying a set of photos that go back and highlight the 120 years of bilateral relations between the United States and Ethiopia. Not between just our governments, but between the people of Ethiopia and the people of the United States, and how wonderful that has been. It's been a year of celebration of 120 years of our relationship, but this last bit with the pictures moving, starting at the Addis Ababa Museum over to the Addis Ababa University, and now here at the Hyatt, that journey has been really a journey not just for the photos themselves, but a journey that highlights the diversity of our relationship. Different places, different venues, different audiences, because we want everyone to be able to celebrate this monumental event. 120 years is a very long time, and we're thrilled to have had that strong partnership with Ethiopia throughout those years. I think the feedback has been amazing. It's been everyone from school children up to ministers and high-level delegates, and everyone has really appreciated the images that are here and how they capture the spirit of our relationship between our two countries. Everybody picks a favorite picture and has a story to tell, because each of these is a unique flashpoint in history of our two countries' relationship, and they capture the emotion, because these pictures are about not just two countries, but about people to people ties. And that's what makes diplomacy and our relationship amazing, because in the end, Ethiopian people and American people come together and they work together for the greater good of humanity. And you can see that in these pictures around the room.
I would like to take this opportunity to mention two special things for Ethiopia in the partnership of the two countries. One is in 1943, I think, Ethiopia was highly indebted to the USA. That was because the historic meeting between Franklin Delano Roosevelt and His Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie in Suez Canal led to Ethiopia's sovereignty, which was challenged by things related to the Second World War. And then I would like also to mention that in 1957, the American government repatriated 196 heritage that were looted from Ethiopia and taken to Italy, and then American soldiers somehow found them and then transported them to America, and then finally they were given back to Ethiopia. So I would like to thank for that contribution too. So thank you again, and then I again wish a successful exhibition.
Introduce yourself for our audience.
My name is Ababa Ayalo. I am Director General of the Ethiopian Heritage Authority.
I see. So today we are here celebrating the 120th relation between America and Ethiopia. So how do you see this event? Let's start with that.
Ethiopia has a long partnership and then collaboration and relationship with the United States. So since 1903, these two countries have been working together in the field of commerce and then several social and economic aspects. So the exhibition highlights important episodes in the long history of the two nations and the two governments. So particularly the ones that are from the 1950s and 60s are very interesting, because that period was a period in which the partnership between the two governments and people reached its height, and then US scholars, US professionals contributed for the modernization of Ethiopian institutions in various aspects, be it in the military, be it in health, education, particularly higher education, and then also infrastructure development. The Ethiopian Road Authority by then it was largely formed by the American highway system.
What is it for other countries that have a very strong connection, very strong relation with Ethiopia to learn from this or such kind of events?
Yeah, Ethiopia has a long diplomatic relations with European countries, and then also Middle Eastern countries, African countries. So, be it 120 or 50 or 70, mostly their missions here in Addis Ababa just celebrated in a small event. But this one is exceptional and very educative because it brings in a very small space 120 years of long history. So this is exemplary for other countries' missions in Addis to celebrate in such very informative and educative way. And the Ethiopian Heritage Authority and the National Museum welcomes if there are such initiatives, and then it will provide a space.
As we are living on the 21st century, it is really important to understand the power of diplomacy. Today, we have seen a very highlight of what diplomacy can look like from the beginning to the current day. And I hope you guys, the future diplomats of our country, understand the power of diplomacy, use it to make our common interest with different countries come true and make our country go back to her highest point. And I hope you guys got that initiation from this event. I would love to congratulate everyone that participated in the event come true. And until I see you guys next week, it's very sad, but I have to say goodbye.